Boys, I am freaking tired this morning, but that's not gonna stop me from covering Supreme Week 17 of Spring-Summer 2025. Where did all the time go? It's like we're in the final days of Spring-Summer, and I can't even believe it. But do not fret, because this week we have some incredible items to look at, including a brand new collab that came straight out of 2003, some fire pieces from the lookbook that I personally have been waiting for since they were originally teased. Of course, we're going to talk about the sleeper item of the week and all the resale picks that I think are going to do well on the aftermarket. So if any of that sounds appealing, be sure to hit like on the video and subscribe to the channel and hit that noti bell. Help me get to 5K subs. I am doing a massive Supreme giveaway, probably right as soon as the season ends. We'll be close to that 5K and have a big old celebration stream. Still working out all the kinks, but it's going to be a good time. I am also going to be going live this Thursday for Supreme Week 17. Almost 100% live copping this week, boys, so do not fret. No passes this week, no siree. Streams start at 10 a.m. EST, aka 7 a.m. PST. I don't know why I always do EST, but Supreme drops at 11. I go live an hour before. And with all that time conversion out of the way, let's get into it. First things first, before we get into the Supreme Zoo York collaboration, I do have this post from Drops that he made earlier this week, and it says up until 2001, Supreme carried Zoo York products in their stores. Zoo York, one of the oldest skateboarding brands out of New York, and Zoo York actually produced some t-shirts, unofficial t-shirts with Supreme for friends and family, the Zoopreme shirts in 2004 and the Zoopreme skate deck. So these brands have collaborated in the past, but let's take a peek at what they got going on right now. So here it is, Supreme X Zoo York. Zoo York was a skateboard company established in 1993 in New York City. At the time, Southern California was the focus of skateboarding as an industry and culture. Zoo York emerged as the first major East Coast skate company, exposing New York City's distinct style to skateboarders across the world. I don't know if my contact lenses need replacing, but this text is so small. Late 80s, early 90s, most companies are coming out of the West Coast, and these guys are on the East Coast. They had graffiti, hip hop, the Zoo York mixtape, Sick, filmed by R.B. Umali and debuted in 97 at the New York Underground Film Festival. The Zoo York mixtape featured skate footage from the team members, including Harold Hunter, there's the boy, Jefferson Pang, Robbie Gangamai, Peter BC, mixed with freestyle footage of Method Man, Ghostface Killah, Busta Rhymes, and Fat Joe from the Stretch and Bobbito radio show. It was a sick video, harsher climates and rougher skate spots, grit, raw, epic, dope. Okay, the Zoo York mixtape made a transformative impact on how skateboarding would develop worldwide throughout the decade. Today, the video endures as a testament to a golden era in NYC skating and hip-hop history. Sounds like we might have to watch this video on our live stream this week. Comment down below if you want me to watch the Zoo York mixtape. And Supreme has worked with Zoo York on a collection for Spring-Summer 25. The collection consists of a soccer jersey, hooded sweatshirt, baggy jean, soccer short, 2 t-shirts, cam cap, beanie, skateboard, and Spitfire classic wheels. Available this Thursday and in Asia on Saturday. Boom. Let's take a look at the pics. Little nighttime photo shoot. We've been looking at this soccer jersey right here and maybe some hoodies and some pants. I'm not quite sure. It's very dark in that picture. The sunglasses are definitely not Zoo York though. Another shot of this soccer jersey. Looks kind of clean with the matching shorts. I like the collar as well. Rocking the chain and some rings. Close up of the shorts. They look like they say Zoopreme or Zoo York Supreme. It would have been cool if they redid Zoopreme, and I hope they do something with it on there. It would be kind of a missed opportunity to not bring that back from the original, but this is Supreme we're talking about. They don't always do it perfectly. Oh man, Zoo York Supreme Transit Authority graphic there. Not bad, I guess, if you're a big Subway fan. I don't personally love the graphic, but maybe it'll grow on me. Still waiting to see product pictures. Ooh, we got the baggy jeans. These are probably going to do very well. Super on brand for a skater collaboration, in vogue right now. And that graffiti looks nice. I can't read it though. It says New York maybe? Zoo York? You tell me. Graphic t-shirt here. Zoo York Supreme, some text, and then a graphic to the side. Rocking a bandana of some sort, some sunglasses. I call that a bandana, might just be a towel. I don't know. Zoo York beanie. All right, here's the product pictures. Let's go. Here's that golden jersey again with the Zoo York on the front, Supreme team badge, and the Supreme official garments down low with the black collar. Navy is the second color. Do we get a black or a third? We get white, and that might be it, or is there a fourth? We get 3. Okay. Favorite one, I think, is gonna be navy, but gold was showed off first, so that could always have a little bit of impact on what people gravitate towards. Not a bad jersey, nothing insane though. Matching soccer shorts. I will say Supreme shorts are often very big, so if you're like a 32 waist or under, even like 33, small might be good enough for you. They're also usually very long, so just keep that in mind if you're thinking about buying these shorts this week. And they're going to be in the same 3 colors, Supreme Team and Zoo York, matching. Hell yeah. Also got a small box logo on the back pocket there, which is a nice touch. All right, the Zoo York Transit Authority. I said it before, I'm not huge on this. Obviously it's a play on the New York Transit Authority. It's got like the New York subway station circles here instead of ZY though. I think it is cool, and maybe I'm just being a little bit harsh on it, because you definitely can't deny the inspiration that's going on right here, especially being 2 New York based brands. It makes a lot of sense. The colors aren't bad either. I just don't assume this thing is gonna resell for a shit ton of money, but maybe it'll do okay. Next up, the baggy jeans, which I fuck with these super hard, and it'd be sick if they weren't too expensive. And I'm thinking about what I'm copping this week, boys, and is it time for us to finally get a pair of Supreme jeans?
Are you sure about that?
I don't know. That sounds a little too crazy. I don't know. There's a little graffiti over here. I don't know how I feel about that. It's a little wild. But these are cool. The baggy jeans, Supreme Zoo York Daddies. I wish they did a little bit more, to be completely honest. Like, this is something they could have done in a lookbook. I would have liked something more akin to the Toy Machine jeans. Some of those other ones we've seen in the past, so they've gone a little crazier with it. Supreme denim is good. It is high quality, and I'm assuming these are going to be around $198, $220. Unfortunately, we don't have retail estimates for any of this stuff from drops, but use your best judgment on this stuff. We'll obviously be talking about it later on in the week, and hopefully get that full drop list out for you guys as soon as it's posted. Dynasty t-shirt right here. I'm assuming this probably has something to do with maybe the Zoo York mixtape or something. Zooming way in right here, just looks to be part of New York City, and that text is way too small, but we do have Zoo York and graffiti and Supreme, so a number of cool t-shirt colors. And then we get the transit tee, and we get the camp cap. Interesting. And the beanie. Oh man, that's the skateboard. Dang. Compared to the original one, this is a little disappointing for me. It is cool. It builds off the same theme, but yeah, the wheels might be the coolest thing, and probably what I'm gonna buy just to hold on to for a bit. Probably eventually put on my skateboard. That would look good on my MM6 deck, low-key. Yo, the Spitfire Cuban links, dude. Yeah, those are sick. Board is not bad. Okay, maybe I'm being a little haterish that I just don't love this Transit Authority. I could definitely see people liking it. The jeans are decent, hoodie's okay, shorts and jersey are all right. What do you guys think of this collab? All right, boys, moving past the collab, we still have some items to talk about, and yippee-ki-yay, let's just get right into it. Back here on Supreme Community, I am gonna skip a lot of this New York stuff, and look at those downvotes, man. People are not digging it at all. That's unfortunate. I guess the jeans and the skateboard aren't terrible, but everything else, damn, soccer shorts, rip. All right, first non-New York item are the studded basketball shorts in the poly sand knit fabric. We got the Boston Celtics alternate jersey colorway here with the off-white whites and yellow studded with green accents. You got the Wildcat there, famous Supreme logo they've used many times, black and white. Really can't go wrong with these, and the studded trend continues along. Even got the deep navy with light blue accents. Pretty cool pair of shorts. I'm assuming these are going to be around 120 something. Drops has them at 148. That could be a little high, but with the studs and Supreme's pricing, it wouldn't really surprise me. These are pretty decent. I'll give them an upvote, but I wouldn't be copping them. One of my favorite items of the season, and just an item that's been out of my price range for a long time, but one day we'll get there. Trust me, guys. Subscribe to the channel, become a member, and maybe I'll cop a car coat by Schott leather one day. But here we go. Soft lambskin leather with faux fur lining, button front closure with welt hand pockets at lower front and interior chest pockets, button adjusters at cuff, enamel pin included, made exclusively for Supreme. I just feel like Michael Taylor is going to be copping this. I don't know why, Michael, but I could just see you cruising around in this thing over there in Japan. Nice 4-button design. Just look at it, guys. Like,
you gotta look at it this way, okay? You just gotta look at it.
what else do you want? I know it's the summertime and it's a leather car coat, but this is so dope and incredibly timeless. The leopard on the inside is crazy. If you have the money, this is gonna resell. Yes, it's projected to be around $900. I could see that going $100 either way. Like, it might be 900. It might also be like 798, which is honestly a steal if you consider what this is material wise. And Schott has been a long time Supreme collaborator. I don't know how this thing is this far down the drop list, but we just got some good stuff this week, so it's all right. All right, next up, one of my other favorite items from the preview is the Patches hooded zip-up shirt, made from all cotton canvas with fill and quilted taffeta lining, full zip closure with snap placket, on-seam hand pockets at lower front and snap pockets at chest, brush back fleece hood, polyester blend is what that means, chain stitch, embroidered and woven patches throughout. Original artwork by Sean Crawford. All right, guys, hot take right here. This piece, in my opinion, is better than AOI.
What?
And I've thought that since the beginning of the season. I like this embroidery a lot more. I think it's much more wearable and it's not $700. I know AOI has been getting this hype around it and I think it's warranted, but in my opinion, this piece looks a lot better. I love this Supreme smoke cloud patch here, the star, Japanese flag, it says Supreme, and then something under it, can't read it. You have this thing here, which looks to be an Indian elephant with a Hindu god type of vibe. Maybe it's Ganesh. Pure NYC, skeleton with the monocle on it, black magic. I also just love these patch choices. Supreme $ there on the hood. I mean, look at this thing. I've said that before, but really, take a peek. You got the damn Riddler. You got this guy smoking bandana smoke. Korea, 3 eyes, Supreme. That's an old school Supreme logo that they used to use. I think it's like the US Mail inspired or something, but that is a vintage design, which is cool. The flowers of all the tomorrows are in the seeds of today. Thanks for the memory, even though they weren't so great, or however that song goes. Supreme. Yeah, dude, look at this. This is awesome. Spread out, Supreme #1. I think this has real potential to go down as an all-time great piece. Colorway wise, it's gonna be tough. I do love camouflage on orange. I think that is a fantastic contrast with the Hunters vibe there. I definitely rock that with my Road America orange hat whenever I wear camo. And I'm just finding out more patches here. You got Osaka down there at the bottom. I mean, $ on the back, dude. I mean, this thing is, I don't know, maybe I'm tripping on this. Is this less cool than AOI? You let me know. I think it is cooler. I would say the best colorway is either going to be camo or the black denim. I don't know. They're all really good though. It's really hard for me to pick. Drops has this criminally underpriced at $228. If it was $228, guys, you can unsubscribe if this price is right. That's how confident I am that this thing is going to be more expensive. You never have to watch ever again, but I can tell you it's going to be $268 to probably $328. Lean towards that $328 price point. There's just no shot. I mean, if it's under $250, it's a steal. If it's under $250, I'm copping, and I'm probably still gonna cop this thing because it's way too sick to pass up for price. It really is. ARC Denim Coach's Jacket is up next, and I damn near want to give this sleeper item of the week, but we might have to revisit the drop list and take something else because we can't give it to the collab. It's just kind of a rule, and the leather car coat is too expensive. Patches zip-up hooded shirt I think is just too sick. So yeah, we're giving it to the ARC Denim Coach's Jacket. Had to run through that experiment a little bit, but 5 incredible colors, and Coach's jackets used to be a lot more hype than they are now. They do still sell out, and I don't know if I love the denim over other materials like canvas and cotton, especially when it comes to a spring season, but this pink guy will definitely sell out. Word to Filthy Frank. I love the silver button accent too. It's a really nice touch. Navy on denim is great. Red is not bad. I would have liked probably white letters over black, but still fine. And then black and white. You can never go wrong with that. All cotton 13-ounce denim, yada yada. $178 seems like an accurate price. Maybe for the denim it's going to be $188, $198, but hopefully it is on that cheaper end. Top 3 situation, boys. We're locking in with the next item that I am definitely copping this week. It's the Patches 6-panel. Originally, I was only going to go after this guy, and it still needs to be a must cop for me. This is, in my opinion, the best hat Supreme is releasing for this season. I love the all over print, patches going over each other. I love the simplistic hat colorways, a little bit of a light wash on them. I think it's great. Colorway wise, I'm really torn between camouflage and navy. I have a lot of black hats, so I don't need that. And then the red, I just don't think looks as good. So you guys help me decide which one is better. I don't have a ton of blue hats in my wardrobe, certainly not darker denim blues like this. And I don't have a single woodland camouflage hat. So that might be my answer. And camo is still having its moment. So I think this hat will sell out pretty quick and is going to do fairly decent on the aftermarket. And shit, I caught both patches items. That's definitely going to be free shipping. And we love that. Number 2 is the Intarsia short sleeve top, which it's been a while since we've seen a short sleeve top upvoted to the number 2 spot. I mean, it's been longer than I can remember. Has this ever happened before? But people really like this piece, and I get it. It's summertime, guys. We need to be wearing t-shirts and the like, and this colorway in particular is so freaking fire. It's Coogee inspired almost, little Fresh Prince of Bel-Air perhaps, big Supreme back hit. It's incredible. It's got a little glitch effect to it, little motion blur, some artifacting. I love it. And you love those big spell outs. Colorways are also great. Everything minus the brown for once, which I don't think green looks great on the brown, but some people might like that. I definitely think you want to go with the crazy one. And if you don't dig the crazy one, you got black and Michigan colorways, which they always get their colorways. Man, I don't get it. This definitely be $98 almost certainly, and Drops has it at 98, and it is, by the way, that heavier jersey cotton. So people are like, oh, it's a t-shirt, what the fuck? No, it's not like a box logo tee, which is a pretty light, comfortable cotton. It is still comfortable, but it is a heavier weight jersey material. And last but not least, it got delayed from last week, and it's way more expensive than we thought. It's the Yonex E-Zone 100L Racket, which I got into a bit of a tiff with someone on Reddit about this item, guys, and it was on the Supreme Drops Reddit, and he just commented on this thing and just said stupid. And I don't know why it kind of triggered me, but the dude even said he's been into Supreme since 2001. I was like, brother, then what the hell is new with this? This is nothing new. We have a very reputable brand, Yonex, with a solid Racket, which is 300 plus when it's new. Supreme tax appears to be pretty high on this one. I was looking at prices in last week's video and couldn't really find this exact one for 400. So I don't know. Tennis experts, you let me know, but I think this thing is pretty neat. I do actually like how the Supreme is on the inside for one reason only. There is the logo on the outside of the handle right there along the spine, whatever you call this part of the racket. But the inside of the actual head, I like that the logo is on the inside because it's not gonna rub off if you accidentally scrape it on the ground or something like that. But very cool collectible piece. I would say play with it. You are sick like that. I know we are getting closer to a Supreme Selkirk pickleball paddle, or maybe Eula. It's only a matter of time, and I'm putting that energy into the universe. Very cool racket. Is it worth 400? Well, if you're a big racket fan, then I think it is. And unfortunately, guys, that is gonna do it for the drop list, but we do have Clarks coming out with some more shoes. I don't know what exactly they're gonna look like, but Drop says they're an unseen reflective Wallabies. So let's go quickly to StockX and just take a look at some Wallabies from the past, and we'll close out the video. So in case you forgot, or in case you're new, these are the Clark Wallabies, longtime Supreme collaborator, and they've done so many things. Here's their Western edition. They've done patent leather before. Zoom in a bit here. They've done woven Wallabies, and they've done bandana Wallabies. What are they gonna do this time? Who freaking knows? Looks like 3M material, and these do definitely have some resale, but it can take a bit, and it definitely depends. Some are better than others, like these from 2019. They were $200 in the past, and now they're, last sale $275. So it's hard to say when they're 5+ years old and they're on StockX. For whatever reason, the volume just isn't there. Man, oh man, another drop list in the books, boys. What are y'all thinking about week 17? For me personally, I'm slightly disappointed in the Zoo York collab. I'm not saying it's bad, because it's not. But for an OG skate brand like this to return after having like a somewhat nostalgic and also niche friends and family collab of the past, I would have liked to see more Zupreme, harken back to that OG one, or just some better designs, to be frank. But thank God the preview items have saved this week with the leather car coat for the big ballers. Patches are my favorite items. I mean, clearly I was gushing over them the whole video, and even the ARC denim coach's jacket, Intarsia short sleeve top, and the racket. I mean, that's literally every item releasing. I guess the studded basketball shorts shorts, but everything else is Zoo York. What are you guys thinking? Are you copping anything this week? Be sure to stay tuned for my live stream and let me know in the comments down below what you all are grabbing. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy Thomas, and I'm out. Peace.
Turn his TV off.